look, I'm going to go in with the Becca Cosmetics First Light Priming Filter. I'm going to start by pressing and rubbing it into my skin. This is going to give us a smooth complexion and base to begin our look, and it also has an illuminating quality as well. Next, I'm taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm just dotting it on any dark spots or imperfections in my skin. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to press the product into my skin with bouncing motions. I'm going to go in and define my brows. I'm using the Morphe Brow 7 palette. I'm going to dip into the brow gel and then into the pigment just to define and sculpt my brows. And then repeating again on the other side. I like to use a small angled brush to do my brows. And you don't want to worry if you get a little bit messy, because I do go in with a little bit of concealer if there's any spots that I want to clean up and just kind of define that brow. And then taking a slightly bigger concealer brush, I do like to kind of blend that concealer down onto the lid so that there's not a harsh line right below your eyebrow. Then I'm taking the Morphe Cosmetics and Kathleen Lights eyeshadow palette, and with the dusty brown color, I'm just going to sculpt the crease. So I'm doing windshield wiper motions and circular motions back and forth just to really define the crease. It's kind of a transition color just so that you can go in and you can see that crease really well. Then in the palette she has two cherry colors, a shimmery color and a matte color, and I kind of mixed the two together and I put it right on the outer corner of my lid. And I did go in and use the smaller end of that brush just so you could really put it right where you want it. And then I took the bigger edge and I kind of smudged it all out. When you're going for a kind of a smoky look, you do want to make sure that you're blending really well so that you don't have any harsh lines, so that you don't look like you're punched in the eye. You want to really blend that out. Then I'm going to take that amber sparkly color from the palette, and I'm just going to pat that on my lid from the inner corner all the way across that lid. And since it is a shimmery color, I like to take MAC's Fix Plus and spray my brush that I use and just kind of pat that on top just to really bring out the shimmer, and also to make sure that that shimmer will pop all day long. And then blending that back out. What I did there is I took a clean eyeshadow brush with no product on it and just kind of cleaned up where there was harsh lines, just to kind of soften a little bit. Then I went back into the Kathleen Lights palette with that shimmery white color, just because I wanted to kind of add a little bit of pop to the inner corners. And I did think it was a little bit too harsh, so I went back in and I kind of blended it out so that it wasn't super harsh. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Blackest Black Gel Liner. And how I create my wing is I kind of start the line right at the edge of my eye, and I kind of imagine that there's a line from where the edge of my eyebrow is up to my eyebrow, and that's where I create my wing. So it's almost like I'm trying to connect my eyebrow to the edge of my eye. That's how I know where to put my wing liner. And when you are doing a wing, you do just want to do small striping motions. You don't want to go too fast. The slower the better. And then for my lashes, I'm going to use the Benefit Rollerball mascara. And please forgive my ugly mascara face. Then I'm going to go back into the Kathleen Lights palette and take that cherry color, both the shimmery and the matte color, and just kind of define that lower lash line with the detail side of that eyeshadow brush, just so that it's not too smoky. I'm going in with the Ardency in Monster Eyeliner Kohl and just kind of putting that on my waterline. Then for the face, I'm going to go in with the Mascara 3D Foundation. I'm going to start by sculpting my face with the contour. So I'm going to sculpt my cheeks, my temple, brow bone, and then I'm going to sculpt my chin. Then I'm going to take a little detail brush just to sculpt my nose a little bit. When you are sculpting your nose, you definitely want to use a light hand and take your time. And then I went a little bit under my lip just to kind of create an illusion of a shadow, kind of makes you look like you have a bigger lip. Now I'm going in with my highlight shade. I'm in the shade Amber and just going everywhere that I didn't put that contour shade. And then once you look like an art project, you just want to make sure that you take your dampened beauty blender and just kind of go over it all and blend it really well. going to go in with the blush in the shade Black Cherry, and I'm just going to put that all over the apples of my cheeks. And then using the Beauty Blender, I'm just going to soften that up a little bit. Then I'm going to take the illuminator in the shade Pearl, and I'm just going to go on the highest points of my face, so the top of my cheeks, a little bit on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. So you kind of want to use your illuminator at the points of your face where you feel like the sun would touch it first. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Vanilla Dust setting powder and set the areas of my face where I tend to crease or get a little bit oily during the day, just to make sure that my makeup won't slip. Then I did want to add a little bit of extra highlight to my cheeks, so I went in with MAC's Double Gleam Highlight, and I used a fan brush just to kind of add a little bit of extra pop to my cheeks. And then using a small little eyeshadow brush, I did go right under my brow just to add a little bit of highlight there. Then I'm using the Kaylin lip tint in the shade number 38 just to add a little bit of color to my lips. And then to finish the look off, I just went in with the Urban Decay Setting Spray De-Slick Mattifying Spray just to finish it all up and make sure that the makeup will stay all day long. And that's how I got that look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you next time!